Hello and welcome back. Today is vlog number 11. Yeah, I messed up and didn't do Saturday. I ran out of time. It was a crazy day. I am so sorry. I was not sick. I had my voice. I just completely ran out of time. I had a brunch appointment, and then was the gym, and it's just, and then I had to do dinner, and I had to run auntie, and it just got crazy, and I'm really sorry. Two things I told you. I've seen 2 movies last week, which is probably why I was behind time. I saw the Exorcist, Believer, I think it's Believer. It's not worth the money. It was not very good. If you enjoyed it, I'm sorry. I thought it was horrible. I thought it had so much potential. Let's just say it fell short. And then I saw the creator. I actually liked the creator. However, someone that I went with did not like the creator. They felt like they could have gone a lot further. Guess it's up for interpretation. I really enjoyed it. Now, let's get down to brass tacks here. I again apologize for Saturday. I had a great day. There are so many things I need to tell you, and I need to go around with those glasses. Today was a chest and try day at the gym. I still need to take those glasses and kind of give you a sample of what I do. I start my days out all the time with my protein coffee and gym workout when it's possible. Then I came home, did a little work. There's something else I got to tell you I'm working on, other than the 2 books and other than everything I know. I think one of the problems that I have is I'm interested in so many things. But I think that's okay. I think it makes life richer when you can just go and act on the things that you're interested in. Anyway, I had a certificate for a free sports massage sample section. I do like a sports massage, so I did that, and it was good, but it ate into the day a little bit. I had to go visit my aunt. Have you ever had one of those annoying days where, so you go in the grocery store, you have everything on your list, and then you get back to your car and you realize that you didn't put something on the list and you have to have it for tonight? Okay, so I was doing salmon, Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay copycat biscuits, and coleslaw. I got everything I needed, or I thought I did, got back to the car, realized I didn't have the cabbage. I had to go back in the store and get the cabbage. Then I went and saw my aunt. That was a longer visit than normal. They're having some heating issues there, so I made sure everything was okay, but they're working on it. They're getting it fixed. Everything's good. Then I get home. I get ready to make the Cheddar Bay biscuits, and guess what? You have to have an egg. I had to go all the way back to the store, get some eggs, because normally I get my eggs from the butcher because I get straight from the farm eggs. Anyway, just a crazy day. But I promised we would get to answering some questions. And if I answer the questions, I think this is the last question or a little bit more on some of the questions in YouTube. Please ask me some questions. I'm really excited to tell you guys a little bit more, about the gym and the things I enjoy doing. I enjoy meal prep. I enjoy the gym. And I'm exploring some things that way. I think it helps as the holistic person. I am at the point where I think to be a complete person, you need to look after your physical side. You need to do all of the things that interest you. You need to always be open to other people and kind and act on those things. And I think if you look after where you are physically, what you want to do, it just helps with the whole roundedness. And I tend to suffer from anxiety sometimes, and these are the things that are helping me. And I'm doing pretty good. I think that creative people, and it is a proven fact, creative people tend to be a lot deeper thinking. So if you are into comedy, or you are into ventriloquism, or you're into creative things, you probably find the same thing. That is why there's lots of issues with addiction and depression and anxiety for a lot of entertainers, especially stand-up comedians. And let's face it, ventriloquist is artistic comedy. And so I think people that tend to be artistic and think things that way, we look at things a lot different than the rest of the world. Anyway, so as I promised, we are going to dive. One of the questions, as I promised, one of the questions was, or wasn't a question, it was just, hey, it sure would be cool, and Angie said this, hey, it sure would be cool if you could do a video on building a figure or a puppet. I have never made my own puppets. I get my soft characters, my soft figures from the dummy shop. And the hard figures that I have an Alfaro figure. I don't get to use him very much because he's not considered politically correct right now. But I love him. And then I have my diva character, which when I perform on the stage in the country that she is, right now she's in England, she is a hard figure. She is a Kim Pointer figure. I love her. I will admit I am very anxious about traveling with her back and forth across the States. So when I was in the States this past time and I did my full show, and when I performed, I have a copycat soft figure of Precious. People that love Precious for years, they complained about her after the show. Poor thing. But it really is a safety issue because she is irreplaceable. She's very valuable. Anyway, so thing was, would be cool if you could. I can't teach you how to build a puppet, but what I can help you with is how to build a character, puppet, vent figures, personality. How to build that character. How to make that character. I can't do the physical, touchable stuff, but I can do the intangible stuff. Yeah. Hey, I'll be your intangible hookup with the character. Anyway, let's get to Clem. I talked about my cast figures. Agnes is my cast figure. Someone else said, no, it should be Clem. Clem is definitely my number 2. Clem has got just as strong a personality as Agnes. And when I say Clem is my number 2, that is not to take away from Clem or Agnes. It's just that Agnes was the first one that I performed with for years, and then Clem just kind of happened. He's not one of the originals. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you Clem. Hey, Trish, what's going on? Okay, so, as with Agnes, we have, Clem has you're hooked up. Clem has a fishing line on him. That's kind of what, don't do that. That's what helps, makes his arms move and gives him a little bit of movement. I'm leaving the arms on the arm. And so let's dive straight into his character profile, because that is what helps you build that figure, at least that figure's character profile. Clem is 35 years old. 35, and he will always be 35. You get older. His birthday is December the 21st, and just like Agnes, because he's always going to be 35, there is no year. When you're building a character, you need your age demographic, and then to give a character humor, they need to have a flaw. They need to have something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with me. Clem's flaw is that he is a redneck through and through. And when I say that's a flaw, that's not really a flaw. It's just that he doesn't know that he's a redneck. I'm tired of being a redneck. What the heck is wrong with being a redneck? Now, when it comes to rednecks, a lot of people will have a redneck character that is dumb. Being a Southern girl, I know rednecks are not dumb. Rednecks are different. They just have a different viewpoint on the world. They are looked upon by much of the world as being dumb, but they are not dumb. I'm not dumb. They just live in their own world, in their own truth. They can actually be very shrewd and very cunning. At least all the rednecks I know are. Very independent. And so I fashioned my redneck after that. Oh, we need to get move on. We're already up to 9 minutes. That's because you talk too long. So, he's a redneck through and through. That's his flaw. He doesn't pay tax. He only works when he needs to work. But then, he never takes advantage of the system. No, man, if I can't pay for it myself, I don't need it. That is the way Clem is. The other thing, and he is a huge Trump supporter. That ain't a bad thing, Trish. I ask you, I know we're not going to get into politics. I have characters who are huge. I have a character who's a huge Biden supporter. That is fine. When you're building a character, it has to be somebody that someone might know. Everybody has to know a huge Trump supporter. Clem is a huge Trump supporter. Yes, I am. And I am excited to say Clem's backdrop when it comes to the new year, actually we'll probably do it before then. When I was in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, we happened to be riding down the road and we passed a Trump store, and I managed to get a picture, and the Trump store is going to be the backdrop for a lot of Clem's upcoming videos. I can't wait. I think that's going to be so cool. Anyway, the other thing to give your character humor is the character needs a blind spot. And so Clem's blind spot is that he assumes that everybody sees the world exactly like he does. And he's completely unaware that people look at things differently. In Clem's world, everyone is a Trump supporter. It's true, everyone is. I don't know how they can say. Anyway, that's just how he lives. He can't see it any other way. His attitude about life, he's just a good, carefree guy. He gets along with everybody, and he looks forward to getting along with everybody, and he's happy-go-lucky. He doesn't hold grudges. He's not mad at anybody. Doesn't hate anybody. I got opinions. He's got opinions, but he's just a good old boy. Oh, yeah, like the Deuce Hatter, just a good old boy, never doing no harm. Is that what it is? Man, I can't believe you don't even know the lyrics. The other thing is they have to have an agenda or a purpose in life. And Clem's purpose in life is to basically help the rest of his family who are not as aware as him. See, in Clem's world, he is very aware and astute. He understands things. Like, I know what Twitter is. The rest of my family don't know what Twitter is. And yeah, that's how he looks at things. And he views his job is to help people that don't understand how far advanced he is and how worldly he is. When in reality, the flaw is there's so much of the world that Clem does not understand. I understand everything you do. Let's see. He is from Gastonia, North Carolina. Yeah, God bless Gastonia. Yeah. And his role in life is just to be a good old boy, never doing no harm, looking after himself. That's right. His physical attributes, he has a wonky eye. Man, you ain't got to put that on. Bless his thinning hair. He doesn't have the best figure in the world. Hey! But, man, I'm hot as heck, man. I had to beat them women off. Well, no, you don't beat women. I got to tell them girls to back off, man. They all want me. And that's how he looks at life. He thinks all the women find him hot. He thinks he's hot. See that lantern right there? Ladies like that. And that's how he views life. All the women want him because I'm sexy, Trish. You just wouldn't understand. His home life, he lives in a mobile home. Man, it's nice too. Man, it's paid for. Of course, he keeps his Harley in the living room. Where else would you keep it? Bigger TV, the better. He's been married. At his front porch is a pontoon boat. Yeah, it don't work no more, so I just told her, then it's a nice big old front porch, then it works. Right, okay. His general history. He's been married multiple times. Yeah, I've been there about 6 or 7 times, man. You know what? They's all good old girls. And he has absolutely no arguments with any past wives, and he'll do anything he can to help all of them. Yeah, and that's true. They just decided they wanted to move on, and that's okay with me. It's probably not that good to be married to, because Clem is more into what Clem wants to do. Oh, of course I am, then. I like to go hunting and fishing and watching NASCAR and riding the Harley and doing all that stuff. Then girls, they want all this personal attention. He likes big girls. I do like big girls. They giving me something to hang on to. Big girls need loving too. It's not a flaw. It's just the way he is. His wants in life are to just do what he wants to do and be left alone. That is right. He believes he's been abducted by aliens. I have, and he believes in Bigfoot and all that. And his strength is he is actually really smart and cunning. He has incredible common sense. He is just unaware of what's going on in the world, and he really doesn't care. No, I don't give a darn. He's never going to watch the news. No, I'm not. He's not into podcasting. Well, unless he's a Bigfoot hunter one, not like you two. Anyway, his weaknesses. Jack Daniels and a big, juicy, good woman. Yeah, okay. His biggest fear in life is the government. Yeah, he doesn't trust the government. Don't trust no policeman. I like policemen to respect them, but he doesn't trust them. No, I don't. Okay. Let's see. I trust the ones on the ground. I don't trust the government. The ones in charge, like the sheriff. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Okay. I think his worldview. He doesn't have a worldview. Like, he is probably completely unaware of the troubles that are going on in the world right now, because he just lives in the here and now. Yeah, and there's deer hunting and stuff. He just yeah. Yeah. How does the world see Clem? Well, the world sees Clem as a stupid, dumb redneck. Hey, man. What the heck are you trying to... Not me, Clem, the world. And that is one of the reasons being a Southern girl, I cannot view a redneck as stupid. They are not stupid. They are smart, they are cunning, and they will make something work, and they will get around things. And that is Clem. That is Clem. And the rest of the world is no match, because if you assume that a redneck's dumb, they're going to beat you in the end. And that is the way Clem is. Clem's going to beat you in the end. And that is Clem's character profile. And we have gone, this is a long one, and I'm really sorry. I do hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I want to show you, I'm definitely going to show you some pictures, some things, more on that. When it comes to working out, just FYI, 3.5 miles a day. We are almost at the point where we're going to be running outside. We are working towards a half marathon. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. There's so much more stuff to talk about. Thank you so much for joining me and meeting Clem. And any questions you have, anything else you'd like to see, let me know. Remember, treat everybody like you want to be treated. And forgiveness is the key. Bye.